So, last night, I was chilling with my friend, and I met this guy. We'll say his name is Hot Guy. Well, we were hitting it off. We were chilling, hanging out, walking around Walmart, because what else is there to do in Athens? So I said, what up? Then went on my way with my friend. Then we checked out, and we had some fat ass weird lady trying to tell us not to use our credit card for some reason. I didn't get it, whatever. So we get to the parking lot, and I'm chilling. Alright, I had the worst day ever today, or that day. Like, I found out my future was pretty much over, because it is. And so I'm like with my friend, and we're joking around how
getting ready to get some booze.
we're gonna get some booze. Which actually we weren't, because we don't do that stuff. Anyways, we were walking in the parking lot. Some douchebag tried to hit us, and I was pissed. And I turned around, and I was about to shoot somebody up in the parking lot. And it rolled up, and it was Hot Guy. And I was like, what? And then he rolled down his window. We got to talking, and then I saw his wife, and I was like, what is that bitch doing here? And he's like, that's my wife. And I said, but I thought you loved me. And he's like, I can't. And then after about a 45-minute awkward silence, I told him how my life was over. Tried to get some sympathy, Didn't work. He wasn't going to leave his wife. And I was pissed. So, I told him how my life sucked. And then he went on his way. Then I got in my car and I tried to chase him down. And my friend said to slow down or I'd get a ticket. And I didn't. And then I hit somebody. It was a little kid. I think he was about 12. No. 4. He was on a tricycle. And I was like, bitch, why were you in the middle of the road? And his lifeless body was twitching. And he's like, I wasn't. I was on the sidewalk. And I said, bitch, I didn't drive on the sidewalk. He said, yeah, I did. Yes, you did. And I was like, no, I didn't. And I hurried up. I got a rag and I wiped off the blood on my car. And I left. And that little kid was crying for help. And I didn't care. Because I wanted to get Hot Guy. So I followed him to his house. It was about a mile away. And I stood outside his window. And I knocked. And he's like, what are you doing here? And I was like, you forgot your groceries. And he's like, what? And then I sang the song. Jizzed in my pants. To get a laugh out of him. And he didn't laugh. So I sang it again. And I was like, last night, I went to a film. As I recall, it was a horror film. I looked down at my phone and saw you rang. And I jizzed in my pants. And he's like, girls don't jizz in their pants. And I was like, what? I know they don't. And he's like, you need to go on your way. And I couldn't. I was mesmerized by his goatee.
That's right.
Because when boys have goatees and you kiss them, they tickle your face. So after about 4 hours of talking to him about his goatee, my friend's like, you need to leave. And I didn't want to. I wanted to stay there. And then his wife came home. And he's like, what is this girl doing in our front yard? He's like, I don't know. She's just some crazy lunatic from West Virginia. I think she slept with her cousin. And I couldn't believe it. So I left. And then I came back real quick. So I left my purse on the porch. And his wife bitch slapped me. And I was like, no you didn't. So I bust out my gun and I shot her in the face. And he's like, why'd you do that? And I was like, I needed to. And he's like, no you didn't. And I was like, yes I did. So I left. And then I called him and I was like, so now that you're not married anymore, we can hook up. And he's like, right, but I have kids. And I was like, do you want me to shoot him for you? And he's like, no. And I was like, alright, I'm done with you. And he's like, I'm done with you. So I left. And then, as we were driving away, a Big Mac Daddy truck pushed me off the cliff. And now I have one leg. That's fucking unforgivable.